Alright, welcome back to another episode here in our WWE 2K19 Universe Mode. I'm, of course, looking at our bad wrestling channel, and making their way to the ring, it is Heath Slater and Rhino. A very interesting tag team, in my opinion. But will this very interesting tag team leave here tonight going into the NXT Tag Team Title War Games match at NXT War Games to be crowned the first ever NXT Tag Team Championships? That is why they're here tonight. They want a shot, they want an opportunity here in NXT. And ladies and gentlemen, I think most people wouldn't really think of these two as very serious competitors. And I think they want to add a little bit of a serious aspect, a little bit more prestige to the team of Heath Slater and Rhino as they're waiting for their opponents here tonight. And apparently, by the sound of the music, it is heavy machinery. And the man to the right, Otis Dozovich, is he is really agreeing with something, it seems like. He is very agreeable. Okay, he's a very silly individual, but in the ring, they're all business. Tucker Knight, the man in front of Otis Dozovich. As Otis Dozovich goes up, okay, he's probably one of the more interesting competitors, especially by his entrance in this matchup. Oh my god, calm down. I feel like he's having a stroke or something. Please, someone get him some help. But I think the only help that these two need are the tag team titles wrapped around their waist. That could give them a lot of help here in NXT. However, we're going to see if they can win here tonight as Heavy Machinery takes on those two, Heath Slater and Rhino. Okay, a solid group, Heath Slater and Rhino. Same thing can be said about Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovich. Tucker immediately goes for a splash, but Heath Slater moves out of the ring. Or moves out of the way, I should say, of Tucker Knight, but Knight throws him down. Heath Slater, punch to the head, trying to fight off Tucker Knight's. As now we're watching as Knight throws him into the corner, grabbing him here. Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovich, huge tag team in the world of professional wrestling. They're looking to make their mark here in NXT. As Heath Slater, oh no, he's about to feel the wrath of these two. What is there going for here? In a double shoulder tackle there. And oh wait, they're not done yet. They're not done yet. Oh, and double headbutts connecting. Interesting tag team maneuver as Heath Slater, however, gets up immediately afterwards. But Otis Dozovich ducks underneath and throws him down. And Otis Dozovich is screaming as Heath Slater gets a headbutt there again. And Otis Dozovich screaming at Rhino and Heath Slater here tonight, taunting the two. Punch to the head, and again, over and over again, goes after Rhino now, and Otis Dozovich, he's going after everybody in this ring. Everybody in the ring here, Otis looks to be waiting for Rhino, as Rhino gets up, watches him leave the ring. As Otis, realizing Heath Slater, not much of a challenge, backing off so Rhino can make a tag, and he does. As Otis goes for a maneuver, and he does the punches, but a punch back there by the ECW icon, the ECW legend, picking him up. Double-armed suplex there by Rhino. I will admit, Rhino is the more devastating competitor of the two, Heath Slater and Rhino. Typically, Rhino is the man who comes in, saves Heath Slater and themselves for the matchup. However, Otis Dozovich doesn't want to get that. He doesn't want to see that. He wants to go right into the action with Rhino as he throws him into the corner. Goes for a maneuver reversed. As Rhino goes for a kick and it reversed again. And Otis Dozovich, however, gets thrown into the corner this time as Heath Slater, gets dumped down as a little bit of a spear into the corner. Maybe a bit of a gore in the corner. However, Rhino not done with him quite yet. Okay, wrenching on the head here tonight of Otis Dozovich. Okay, wrenching on the neck, trying to wear down the big man. And it looks like he's doing that. Looks like he's doing just that. Heath Slater makes the tag in. Otis Dozovich crawling, but gets the hot tag in Tucker Knight. Tucker Knight exploding out of the corner with a clothesline. However, Heath Slater reverses him off the hot tag into his own clothesline. And Knight gets picked up here. Slater trying to slow down the hot tag. However, knee to the face, knee to the top of the head. And then a clothesline again. And Tucker Knight exploding into the furious strikes on Heath Slater. And now Slater, oh, it's a clothesline there. There's Rhino. As now Heath Slater gets picked up. Tucker Knight was staring at Otis for a little bit. Could be looking to make a tag again. And he does. Throws him down. What are they going for here? Oh, and the double shoulder tackle connecting again. And Heath Slater, however, gets the hot tag on Rhino, and now they're going to be feeling the hot tag. As later on tonight, we're going to be seeing a #1 contenders match for the NXT Championship. And Rhino definitely seeming to have his eyes set on the new NXT Tag Team titles. However, this match is still going on here. Punch to the side of the head. Off the hot tag, Rhino is looking very strong, very solid here. Drops him down, does Otis. And Otis picking him right back up. Throws him. Oh, no one to go throw him. However, Rhino reverses him, throws him over. Brings him back in the big man. And look at Rhino. Okay, calling for the beginning of the end maybe already. As Rhino goes for throws him up. Just look at that. Otis, a very big individual, I will say. Not necessarily to be rude, but yeah, he is as tall as he is wide, I will say. And he's a pretty average-sized man. As now spear, oh my god, the gore connects. Gore connecting. Otis Dozovich knocked down 1, 2, but Tucker Knight here tonight getting that out of it. Oh, Heath Slater, I don't know what the hell he was doing. Helping Rhino, as Rhino with the elbows to Tucker Knight. Clearly not needing the help of Heath Slater. As now the stomps. And look at Rhino, he is feeling it here tonight. He's feeling the crowd support. Okay, who will be joining the War Raiders at the NXT? I'm not too sure. For the NXT titles, NXT War Games. However, Otis Dozovich firing himself up, slapping his arm, slapping himself. Goes for it here, so he calls this the Caterpillar, and it connects with the elbow. The elbow to Rhino. Rhino gets picked up here. Otis Dozovich picks him up. And Otis, big front slam connects. In the cover by Otis. 1, 2, but Heath Slater breaking it up this time. As now Otis Dozovich has Heath Slater up, but Heath Slater, however, gets out of it. Otis Dozovich a little bit tired, and now runs outside the ring. Probably a smart idea by Heath Slater. However, Slater, oh my god, just kicks him in the face. Everybody in the ring is down, including the referee. Rhino gets up after that little bit of a kick. As now it looks like he's gonna go for the gore again, but he reversed it with the DDT, ladies and gentlemen. He does. Heath Slater watches on as Rhino might be about to. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. However, Heath Slater turns around, doesn't realize Rhino has been caught into a headbutt there by Otis Dozovich into a punch to the face. Back in the corner he goes. And now Otis tosses him off into the double shoulder tackle. As Otis Dozovich does not appear to be done again. Rhino not looking good. Tucker Knight watching as his buddy, went to go for a maneuver there. However, Tucker Knight back suplex connects. Rhino getting up here. Otis Dozovich still in the ring. Goes after Heath Slater. And Rhino with gets the elbows there by Tucker Knight as an elbow connects again. This tag team match to open up NXT still going on. Remember, we still have, like I was saying earlier, #1 contender NXT titles. Later on tonight, it will be Pete Dunne versus apparently a new and shocking member, an exciting member of NXT. And an elbow connects, however, by Tucker Knight. Heath Slater is down on the outside. Tucker Knight throws Rhino into the corner. Realizes this is a perfect opportunity as Heath Slater slowly gets up. And Knight, look at this, goes for that ending here. And it connects, crushing Rhino. Rhino is crushed. And the cover, 1, 2, but once again this matchup continuing this tag team match. However, Otis going for another cover. Heath Slater has knocked out the referee once again. as Rhino is down. Heath Slater, typically the man who is saved by Rhino in this tag team. Now Rhino is the man being saved by Heath Slater. Interesting dynamics indeed. Is now into the corner again with the spear. And Rhino gets a slap to the face by Otis. And Otis gets reversed there, dropped down. Punch to the stomach, kicks him in the stomach again. Into a brutal looking DDT. Top of the head lands hard. Tucker Knight watching as Otis throws him across the ring. And now punch to the head over reverse with a punch to the face. And then Otis Dozovich. Here, one of the more goofyish, I will say, and outlandish competitors in NXT's tag team division, at least as of right now, as Otis, went to go for a splash, reversed. However, he's going to have to reverse this as a Gore connects. Gore connecting again in this tag team fight. One. No, but Tucker once again saving the matchup for his team. And I think Rhino's getting pissed off at Tucker Knight as Tucker Knight has to roll to the outside. Otis Dozovich is all alone in the ring. Heath Slater, I don't know if this is quite legal. Okay, picking up Rhino. Looks like he was going to go for a maneuver there. However, picked him up for Rhino to hit a big back suplex. A huge back suplex. Tucker Knight is down. Heath Slater here tonight working a little bit against Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovich by using any means necessary. However, punch to the head reversed into a punch to the face of his own. And Rhino throws him across the ring here, and it connects with an elbow. Heath Slater, now the man who's cost Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovich the matchup so many times, picking him up. Heath Slater goes for a maneuver, however, an elbow connects, busting him open, I believe. And Tucker is down on the outside. Otis Dozovich, big front slam connecting. And the cover here. 1. However, Tucker Knight, 2 with a headbutt. And 3 is Heavy Machinery. And look, it just tosses him around the ring. Heavy Machinery. After all of that, look at this. Early on, the Caterpillar connects. He was already busted open by that point. But Heavy Machinery joining the War Raiders at the next pay-per-view, at the next NXT TakeOver War Games. As there you see, went to go for a back suplex, and look at this. Tucker Knight, a very speedy individual, before the double team finishing maneuver there. However, that did not win the matchup. However, their tag team antics did win it, as Otis Dozovich, again, maybe it's the blood pouring out of his face now, but he is fired up. I don't know what's going on. However, Heavy Machinery wins this big tag team matchup. Very competitive, considering Heath Slater was on the other team. Just a little, I don't know, typically Heath Slater not necessarily the most, I don't know how to put this, like, not very, good, typically. Seen as not very good in the ring. However, he put up a fight, and he used all the underhanded tactics he could as we move on to our main event of NXT. Well, everybody, the War Raiders and Heavy Machinery are the 2 tag teams going into the War Games match. There's going to be a third one introduced on the next episode of NXT. Who will be the final team to join those 2 big heavy hitters? I am not too sure. However, tonight we are going to be seeing who will join Almas, Andrade Cien Almas, at the next pay-per-view, at the next NXT TakeOver, which should be interesting. The NXT title will be on the line. NXT TakeOver. Will it be this man Pete Dunne getting a rematch, or will it be his opponent, who, all we know is Chris Jericho has described him as a very exciting young individual, and I'm excited for that. However, Pete Dunne, in making his way to the ring, has had history with Andrade Cien Almas, a lot of history, backstage brawl, a low blow to his friend Tyler Bates. So Pete Dunne tonight, looking for a big victory to get another chance at our NXT champion. But will he be able to defeat his opponent? I'm not too sure here at NXT. So who will Andrade Cien Almas fight? Will it be this man Pete Dunne, or will it be his opponent tonight. And the lights have gone out apparently here. And oh, okay, that's cool. That is super cool. The light's super cool. And ladies and gentlemen, I think the man who is under the lights is equally as cool and as interesting as those lights. And it looks like it is Ricochet making his NXT debut in a #1 contenders matchup for the NXT title. What a big signing for NXT. After seeing Heavy Machinery, Heath Slater, and Rhino apparently being signed to NXT. I don't know if they're signed. I don't know. Ricochet making his way to the ring here in NXT. This is going to be an amazing matchup. It's going to be the King of Strong Style versus King Ricochet here. And look at that. That's only a little bit of the interesting maneuvers you will see here. Andrade Cien Almas, if I was him, I would be hoping that one of these men, Ricochet, does not win this matchup, because he is a very unique individual that I don't know if he's quite ready for, but at least he's met Pete Dunne before as a chop to the chest. Immediately went to go for the elbow, ducked underneath, and Ricochet into a big power slam here. Ricochet, he is the total package, I guess you could say. The one and only Ricochet here. As now went to go for a rolling elbow. Gets caught, gets reversed there, however. And Ricochet now feeling the struggle of the bruiserweight Pete Dunne as he gets thrown off the top rope. And Pete Dunne now not taking any chances. Look at this, oh my god, just biting the hand? Jeez, okay. Well, anyways, Ricochet has not gone much offense in, but ladies and gentlemen, as soon as he does, it will be a very high octane fight. Pete Dunne, master of submissions, master of the ground. Okay, trying to, I don't even know, tear the head off of Ricochet here. However, Ricochet gets up here. And Ricochet now with a big kick there, exploding out of getting up here out of the headlock. However, Pete Dunne drops him back down, and then rolls away into a Huracan Rana there. And Ricochet picking up Pete Dunne here. The elbows, the strikes by Ricochet. As now, look at this, immediately has an idea in mind. And Ricochet jumps over there here in NXT. And Ricochet goes back into the ring. However, Pete Dunne answers him here, catches him in the leg there with an elbow into the knee. As Pete Dunne immediately trying to spoil the arrival of Ricochet, throws him down, and what the hell? Oh! Stomp to the back of the head, a brutal stomp there, but Ricochet immediately into a dropkick to get out of it. Ricochet going up to the top here, and look at that shooting star press! That's just a normal move for the man, but not even a 1 count there. Ricochet, look at this, making his mark here in NXT by using Pete Dunne as a bicycle kick to the face. Ricochet goes for a maneuver here, picks him up. And now, oh, look at that, flipping out of it. Oh my god, Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, however, flipping out of that, and it connects. Here tonight, the one. But no, and a kick out there by Ricochet. Pete Dunne, the best shot that he had on Ricochet, and Ricochet kicking out, and look at this, Pete Dunne going back to those dirty-handed tactics. Literally biting the hand of Ricochet. That's now the cover 1. No, only a 1 count there again. Here in our NXT main event, who will be main eventing NXT TakeOver? Ricochet or Pete Dunne for the NXT title against Andrade Cien Almas. As now, okay, Ricochet, I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he did something. He did something over a big powerbomb reversal. Connects. Flipping over, goes for the cover 1, 2. No, wants to go for a roll-up pin 1. No, and a kick out there this time. Ricochet now has to roll out of the ring. Look at Pete Dunne making his mark by using the legacy of Ricochet and the mysteriousness. And Pete Dunne just standing there. Ricochet, however, into the uppercut there by Ricochet. Ricochet now with the elbow reversed. Pete Dunne throws him into the ring, or throws him across the ring. Duck underneath, into a brutal looking elbow there. And look at Pete Dunne. Cocky individual, cocky young man. Going after Ricochet, goes for a kick. Reversed. Turns him around. However, goes for a maneuver. Gets caught into a suplex. Release suplex. Connects again. Pete Dunne picking him up. Kicks him in the stomach. Throws him up and lets him go midair. And it looks like he's not even going for the cover here. Realizes, hey, smart tactic by Pete Dunne not to get the rope break for Ricochet. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count there, and this fight still continues. Ricochet, he is feeling the wrath of Pete Dunne here tonight. He has to do something here. However, Ricochet kicks him in the stomach to get off. And now, look at that. Oh, what the hell? Inseguri into a... I'm not even too sure what that was. As Ricochet now, what in the hell? Oh, look at Ricochet. Superhero landing. Oh, but a drop kick there. Turned around for a rolling elbow into a drop kick. And Ricochet goes up top. This young man, very impressive here. Okay, but oh my god! He went to go for that finishing maneuver, the 631, 2, but that 630 almost just took him out. However, Ricochet goes for a maneuver, kicks. Okay, he went to go for it looked like the 630. Ladies and gentlemen, that's his finishing maneuver when it lands. Trust me, the impact is amazing. However, Ricochet trying to build offense and rolls over. Ducks underneath. Catches him. Huracan Rana throws him down. Drop kick connects and Ricochet is on fire here. Ricochet on fire. Looking down at Pete Dunne. Picks him up. Looks like he has something in mind. Throws him into the corner. He's just staring at him here. Grabbing him, wrist lock. Huracan Rana connects. And Ricochet now, and look at that connecting again. And Pete Dunne, oh, went to go for a super kick on Pete Dunne, reversed. However, Ricochet getting thrown up here in this suplex maneuver, and it connects, just tosses in the middle of the ring. And it looks like he's not even going to try for a cover. However, reversed there by Ricochet, kicks him in the stomach, dropping him down. And now Ricochet, realizing this is his one opportunity, this is his moment at gold as it connects there. 1, 2, but no, and this matchup continues. This crowd is on their feet for this high octane action from Ricochet and Pete Dunne here. And Pete Dunne goes for an elbow, and oh, look at this. Going for it here, Ricochet connects. Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen, lights out, 2, 3. Pete Dunne defeats Ricochet in his first matchup in NXT. What a fight we just witnessed. What a fight indeed. Ricochet here, there you see, went to go for that 630. And then Pete Dunne reversed it. However, Ricochet gets tossed up there. And then again, 630, but a big kick out by Pete Dunne, the new #1 contender once again for the NXT Championship at NXT TakeOver. However, Andrade Cien Almas, he doesn't want to wait, and no, goes after him. Clearly, these two have a lot of history together, and Andrade going right after Pete Dunne here. Throws him into the corner. And Cien Almas now off of the corner, and it connects with a big reverse DDT off of it. And Almas, however, gets reversed. Pete Dunne throws him into the corner, and now Pete Dunne looks to have his eyes set on the NXT champion. And now, look at this, right to the back with an elbow, and then a hit there. Almost a clothesline style maneuver. Pete Dunne getting up after an intense matchup with the newest member of NXT, Ricochet, as connects there with the hammerlock DDT. The NXT champion attacking Andrade Cien Almas. Or, no, the NXT attacking Pete Dunne, I should say. As Andrade Cien Almas stands tall here. Ricochet, what a great matchup you had, young man. However, I think he might have dodged a bullet, as Andrade Cien Almas, I feel like he was planning to attack either one of these two men here tonight in NXT. However, we're going to get the rematch, Pete Dunne versus NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas at the next pay-per-view. That should be fun. However, this Sunday/Saturday is the pay-per-view known as Super Showdown for the main for Raw and SmackDown. So if you haven't seen that, then go. Well, if you know, go see that. Okay, this is an advertisement. Watch my videos. Anyways, that's got to be the end of this episode here on our WWE 2K19 universe map. If you guys like to please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. But if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on the Bad Wrestling channel? I am, of course, Dominic. Have a good day from Bad Wrestling. Bye-bye. Yo.